Welcome to all things haunted, horrifying, and hellish.
In this segment, I'm going to talk about the Callisto Protocol horror game. The reason why I chose this game is because of similarities in Dead Space, another horror game I loved growing up, and because horror games have evolved over the years. This gameplay is an action survival horror game, similar to Dead Space, another game I loved growing up in the 90s. The game is about Jacob Lee. He is an inmate at the Black Iron Prison on the moon. He is controlled in third person. Gameplay is viewed by hologram via HUD, which is a heads-up display he can view from holograms he collects. Health is on his neck from an implant called the core device. This implant is embedded in his neck and connects to his suit he wears during gameplay. He collects audio logs. He listens to them to get information to help his crew members tell him which way to go and the items to collect. They are all in distress due to the scary events unfolding. Jacob is a contracted freight transporter. He works for the United Jupiter Company. His shipments contain terrifying, violent cargo from Europa to the UJC he works for. His ship is boarded by the Outer Way, a terrorist organization. Things go very wrong as the aliens come from the cargo he ships. His crewmate is killed, and only Jacob and another character, Danny, are the only survivors. Callisto is a planet that is the third largest moon of Jupiter and third largest moon of the solar system. The game starts on the ship that is bustling with crewmates. Things start getting scary when the terrorist organization brings the scary aliens on board. The ship crashes, and Jacob goes into a spacesuit and collects things as he goes exploring on Callisto. The Callisto Protocol came out on Friday, December 2nd. I am waiting for Christmas so that maybe someone will surprise me with it. I don't know, but if I have it for Christmas, I will buy it myself from EB Games, a popular gaming store. In conclusion, the Callisto Protocol is a sci-fi horror game that will make everybody fear is the most intense feeling anyone can get. Your heart starts pulsing, you feel shaky and sweaty, and you want to run away. I can hardly wait to play this terrifying game because it's similar to other scary games I have played over the years. I hope this will become an upcoming and brand new innovative survival horror game.
My name is Christina. This is my podcast, Fandub Corner. This is a show where I talk about my movies with video games, comics, and platforms, among other things. I was introduced to Sonic in grade 10. It has stayed one of my favorite franchises. Sonic has lots of merchandise media, and I really like that. It was so action-packed and has up to 200 different characters. Today I'm going to talk about the new show Sonic Prime. It is described as a high-octane adventure and a journey of self-discovery and redemption. Following Sonic and his race to save a strange new multiverse. What is a multiverse, you ask? It is a world of parallel universe where characters from different franchises and stories interact with each other. For example, Spider-Man No Way Home is in a universe where all of the Spider-Mans work together and defeat villains. I really like that. Each multiverse has been really different so far. I have seen a prehistoric universe, a crystal planet called Grimm, and a pirate world.
Yar!
There are a lot of alternate versions of some of my favorite characters as well. Sonic Prime is different than other Sonic shows because it's 3D animation, 44-minute episodes so far. There are rumors that the show will last for 3 seasons with 24 episodes each. The look of Sonic Prime is much better than Sonic Boom in my opinion. The animation is high quality and modern. So far I have watched 8 episodes and it ended on a cliffhanger. It was annoying. It is a show that is based off a multiverse in the Sonic universe. It is a unique look at the world of Sonic. I haven't found out exactly when it takes place, but I feel like it takes place after the video games. In the first episode Sonic Prime watched, I saw on Early Access Roblox Sonic Speed Simulator. Sonic and his friends are working together to fight Eggman. I thought this new version of Sonic was really interesting because instead of 1 Eggman, there are 5. They are 5 different ages of Eggman. One is a baby and one is a teenager. Other is an adult, an elderly, and the usual Eggman. All the versions of Eggman are working together to make sure they stay in power and keep the future evil. The episodes still need to be released, but I have some predictions of where the show may go. The last episode ended in a cliffhanger, but I think that it will end up as Sonic and Shadow, Sonic's rival, fist fighting through time and space. In conclusion, so far, Sonic Prime is my favorite version of Sonic. I really like the multiverse idea and the really cool version of characters. It has really cool look to it. The excitement for the episode is killing me.
Is that the anticipation, Christina?
I have trouble pronouncing
It's
it.
a tricky word. Gotcha.
This is Sean's Corner, where all my ideas are anything but square.
But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again.
In this segment, I'm going to talk about my favorite comedy show of mine, Frasier. I watch it on CMT station 6 days a week at 7 to 8 p.m. Frasier is about a radio psychologist who helps patients with problems on his show, KACL. We follow his life and career in Seattle, Washington in the 1990s. He has a brother named Niles, his father Marty, Daphne Moon, the housekeeper, and Ross Doyle, his producer. Mr. Bulldog is a sportscaster who talks about the Seattle Seahawks football. He is a prankster and always gets the best of Frasier. They always crack me up. I think the show is memorable because of the funny incidents that all the characters get themselves into. Even Eddie the dog. He likes to steal food and annoy the Crane brothers. I find the show funny because of all the conflicts that happen to the characters and their silly situations. Niles and Frasier always conflict between them. Frasier and Niles carry themselves as very proper and pretentious. That's what makes the show so funny. It is the quick wit and the delivery that cracks me up. The show is a constant gut buster. There is a scene where Frasier and his dad Marty are having a squabble over Christmas. Frasier and Marty have a disagreement because Frasier wants to decorate the Christmas tree his way and Marty wants it his way. They are yelling and screaming at each other for quite a long argument when suddenly they both start crying to each other. The scene is so turbulent, the two cranes turned from yelling at each other to crying. It was so dramatic. To conclude, Frasier will always be a favorite show of mine because of the way the two brothers and dad clash in a battle of wits. Frasier will never cease to make me bust the gut.